So do you know what do we celebrate on 18th of July every year all across the world? Do you know why do we celebrate it? So today we are going to give you some information and talk about that. Hi, my name is Anushri Tiwari. Namaste Johar. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot in Rural India. And today we are going to talk about Mandela, Nelson Mandela, and why do we celebrate Mandela Day? What do you know about Nelson Mandela Day, and why do you think it is associated with the India Rural Colloquy conversations that we are having all across the country in different states and also in Delhi from 1 to 8 August?
So everyone has the ability and responsibility to change the world and make it better. So this day in particular is a call to action to do that.
Okay, so Aditya, I would like to know from you, how do you think the values of Nelson Mandela aligns with the work that we are trying to do as a part of the Public Policy in Action Praxis program?
When we talk about a man like Nelson Mandela, he has stood strong against the apartheid regime. He has defeated apartheid regime. And, he has fought against colonialism, racism, gender-based violence, other kinds of violence. He's a proponent of peace movement across the globe. His work has inspired millions of people across the world. We as development practitioners has definitely looked up to him in a lot of work we do in our day-to-day life, right? So when I look at Nelson Mandela, what I remember is him as a practical politician. He's a person who has brought people together. He has set aside his ideology, his values, his morals to get things done. He has reached out to the other end of the table to bring people together of different formats, different ideologies to get work done for the community. So we as practitioners, we've always, kind of looked up to him for that. In our work also, we have to closely work with the public administration, community members, other civil society organization, private sector workers. So all these people, all these different stakeholders have their different end of the bargain, right? So all of us, we have to consider what we have to do is we have to negotiate a way through which we have to think about the community and we have to get things done. So that's what Nelson Mandela's work in these last 100 years mean for me.
So Sneha, maybe you can take the next question, and I would like to know from you, how do you think the values and the work that you are trying to do as a part of the Praxis program helps rural communities, and how it is connected to their challenges and problems and things that you see on the ground, and how are you trying to solve these problems as a part of the Praxis learner?
So PPA Praxis program has actually given me a very exceptional opportunity, I would say, by giving me an opportunity to work at National Rural Livelihood Mission with Ministry of Rural Development. I could witness how first-hand the policies are formulated, and we have fellows across geographies: Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, UP. They are working with the district administration. We have people placed at state level also. They are working with them. So this program has actually helped us to get a extensive experience working in the grassroots and develop as a policy professional. And because today is Mandela Day, connecting to his values and our work, one thing that have always inspired me is the determination he had shown throughout his life. 27 years in prison, and the resilience he had shown after that also. That is something in our work life also, we many a time faces many setbacks and challenges, but that has always is something to look upon, and we get inspired to continue our work in the rural development domain.
So Sneha, you rightly mentioned about the resilience that Nelson Mandela showed and his values showed to us, spending 27 years in the prison and then still inspiring so many people like us and so many organizations like TRI, which are trying to stick to his values and try to make this world a better place. As a part of the PPIA Praxis program, both of you are also placed at with different ministries, and a lot of other practitioners work with different government officers at various levels. How do you think conversations that we are taking up at the India Rural Colloquy, similar conversations should be taken up, and how do you think it influenced the policymakers to understand the community's problems and to bring up the people's voices from the rural communities all across the world?
The India Rural Colloquy itself is a one-of-a-kind event. See, a platform is given to the policymakers to come at the same table with the community, the other social workers like us. All of us coming together and talking about rural India, the development, the growth, the history of rural India. So that in itself is an unprecedented move. So this is the 4th edition that is going to happen of India Rural Colloquy, and is going to have immense impact across the Indian public policy sphere.
So we are calling it India Rural Colloquy. It's not a conference, as we say. It is a conversation, a long conversation that is lasting for a power-packed conversation that is lasting for the 8 days from August 1st to 8th. So here actually we are trying to catalyze the collaborative efforts and try to bring in innovative strategies to accelerate rural development. In these discussions, we are not just addressing the problem, but we are trying to see how innovatively we can address the issues and challenges we are facing in rural India. And I hope these conversations where we bring in a lot of stakeholders together will be playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of rural India.
Like Sneha and Aditya, you both mentioned about the importance of these conversations that we take up at the India Rural Colloquy at multiple platforms. I think this becomes like a very rare platform where Samaj, Sarkar and Bazaar come together and discuss about the issues that rural communities are facing all across the country. And I think that is how the policymakers are influenced to tweak the policies and to create better schemes, and that is how we come in like picture and we work with them to design better policies for a better world. What would be your message to the younger people in the country, and why should they become part of these conversations and programs like Praxis?
To the young people who are eager to make a difference in the communities, one thing I would tell you is like, try to immerse yourself in the community you wish to work in. Understand their life, their challenges, their aspirations, so that you will become a part of that community, and then your work will be driven by empathy and the respect for their culture and tradition. And with persistence and passion, you can create impactful and meaningful solutions to transform the rural lives.
So all those people who are interested in joining this sector and working in rural development, I want to tell you that this is a great time to join this sector. There are a lot of great organizations like Transform Rural India Foundation who are working at the grassroots and bringing out the issues to the forefront of the public administration, getting things done. A program like Public Policy in Action Praxis, you get a lot of support from a learned organization like TRI in making you understand about the theoretical nuances of public policy, and at the same time you are practicing what you are being taught. You're going to the ground, you're working with the administration, you're getting things done. So this is a great time for all of you to come and join, and that would be a great addition to this.
So this was a great conversation, and I'm very happy that I discussed about Nelson Mandela and his values with both of you who are currently trying to make a difference by practical experience. I think Praxis is also a great platform where it provides a good blend of academics and also practical experience. And like you both mentioned, more young people should be part of these programs and should be part of such platforms. I think India Rural Colloquy can be a great platform for all of you to understand these conversations, to become part of the conversations where Samaj, Sarkar and Bazaar come together and discuss about the challenges of rural communities. So if you are interested in more such conversations, the link to the IRC registration is already open and it's on the website. We'll also put it in the description. So go ahead, register yourself, become part of these conversations. And if you have more questions around Praxis program, or if you have questions around India Rural Colloquy, you can reach out to me. You know the format. You can send your messages and feedbacks to TRI, to me, and to anybody in TRI. So we look forward to having you with us. It's more such conversations, and we look forward to meeting you in another episode with another interesting conversation and something more informative for you. So see you in another episode. Till then, bye-bye.